up, y'all? You guys, welcome to your Highness Radio podcast, live and direct. We are out in the community here in Richmond, California right now, having a blast, man. There is all kinds of people here. There is a fat ass stage over there, and there's lots of performers happening, you know? But you are here also, and you came to bless me with an interview, and I'm very, very grateful.
Thank you for having me.
To have you in your Highness Radio.
It's good. It's all love.
A little bit about the radio. Your Highness Radio is a concept that began at the beginning of this year.
Okay, fine.
And it is a platform where I basically always invite my guests in, and my guests are only royalty.
Okay.
My
I appreciate that.
kings and queens of the community, you know what I mean? Not just anybody can go up in there, you know?
Thank you.
So I'm just like really grateful to know you, grateful to cross paths with you.
Shout out to Toshi.
Shout out to Toshi because he literally, you know, introduced you to me. He was like, yo, you gotta meet her, like, you know, and we're here to support each other the way he does, you know? He is a real one for sure.
For sure, that's my guy, man. That's my guy.
How did you meet him, by the way?
Man, I met Toshi. He was coming to a lot of the F&G events, and he was doing work with like a few of the other F&G folks. And then he came to, I had a show with YG Tech back in July. And he had tapped in with me. He was like, hey, bro, you want me to come and just like film some content for him? I was like, yeah. And we just been locked in ever since.
Exactly. I love the way he's been getting his way through the industry. It's been wonderful seeing his journey.
Yeah, I think the good thing about Toshi too is like he genuinely like, if he supports you, like he genuinely wants you to win. You feel me? So like he'll just do it off the strength, you feel me? If he got time, he'll do it, you feel me?
Shout out Donnie, for real. Shout out Donnie, we got mad love for him.
Yeah, him and Zach, you feel me? Like they like the dynamic duo, you feel me? But
for sure. Is that, what's his Instagram name? Zach's?
Party's Over.
Party's Over,
yeah,
that's
Party's
right.
Over with with a Z.
Oh, they made a mean video for David Steezy. Did you see me in it?
Yeah. Shout
out to so much fun.
Too. Yeah, shout out to Steezy.
Shout out to Steezy. He's a real one as well, man. Wish he was here today.
Yeah. I think.
I think he's out of the country.
Yeah, he on vacation or some shit. It's funny because on my way here, I wonder if Steezy gonna be here, and I seen his post. He's in
he's living it up.
He's living his life right now, man.
That's right. Yeah. It's necessary, right?
For sure.
Especially in this industry, I feel like we're constantly going and going and going. Like I feel sometimes like I say, I'll take a break. Like I need to take a break, and then I don't.
Nah, it's necessary. You could run yourself dry. You feel me? If you trying to like, if you go too fast, you feel me? Like being a creative, sometimes like you always. I feel like for me personally, I feel like I'm always trying to force myself to create something new, like every second. You feel me? But like, it's not how we're wired as humans. You feel me? And so you really gotta make sure you don't burn yourself out. You feel me? So you absolutely need a break.
I'll take that advice.
Yeah.
I'll take that advice.
That's real talk.
Yeah, no, I feel like right now the holidays is like a good time to try to slow down a little bit.
For sure.
You know?
For sure.
And to try to recuperate and sort of hibernate, you know, that creativity that we create. And I can relate in a small sense. I'm not like a super major artist like you are, but
I ain't no major artist.
I just started this year, and the way I feel about what you just mentioned, like feeling like you have so much pressure to keep making all the time, like I feel that pressure. And I feel that pressure. I'm like, oh, that beat is waiting for me. That beat is waiting for me. But you know, in reality, everything will come, you know, at its own pace. And like super excited to say that me and her and our other girl, Days Margarita, are dropping something really cool in December. You know, with a full music video and everything we just created. So I was just like really excited for that. But it's all happening at its own time, you know what I mean? I don't feel like we're rushing it, we're pushing it, like it'll all come to
divine timing. When it's supposed to happen, it'll happen.
Divine timing. Talk about divine timing.
Yeah, for sure.
Meeting you, I think, is divine timing.
Yeah, crazy story. She was saying that. So shout out to my brother Pac, another artist from Santa Rosa, and she was saying that what y'all was talking about. I guess you had interviewed Pat, and he brought me up, and then me and you ended up meeting that night.
That same night, literally, neck of the woods, and it was kind of like, not serendipity, but I also don't believe in coincidences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shit happened for a reason. I feel like lately in my life, that's been like the theme of my life, like the past 6 or 7 months. You feel me? Like I'll talk about something. I'll manifest it in my head, and then like it just happen. You feel me? Like crazy how that shit happens.
Yeah, no, honestly, manifestation is a real thing.
It is. For sure.
I feel like this year has been nothing but manifestation. And I look forward to 2025, you know, because I'm like, wow, like we're capable of anything, really, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
I've had the blessing to interview like some artists that, you know, I'd never imagined, you know, like La Russell, you know, I had an interview with him at the back of the Escalade.
Shout out La Russell.
So, you know, shout out La Russell, shout out for like the way Good Company is doing their thing. I think they're laying a really good blueprint for everybody.
Yeah, they are, man. La Russell was one of the first people to like really put me on a big platform back in again, back to divine timing. Funny story. So when he was still doing the Good Company thing, one of my homies that hit me, he was like, "Hey, you should tap in with La Russell." You feel me? Because you know he got artists up there and whatnot. And right after my homie had hit me, La Russell had DM'd me. But mine, they don't know each other. You feel me? So La Russell had DM'd me. He's like, "Hey, like I want you to come on the show." And then I went to his crib like a week later. You feel me?
You did one of the backyard shows?
Nah, not the backyard show. I did when he was still having people perform inside with the mic and everything.
Oh, okay.
So I did that back in like 2021 or something like that.
That's a
you feel
minute
me?
ago,
So yeah,
for
so
sure.
shout out to La Russell, man.
Shout out La Russell. Shout out Good Company. I love the way they work, and it's been a pleasure getting to know all those guys and things like that. But I want to talk a little bit more about your music. I want to bring it back to you and talk more about like your lyrics. I really enjoy listening to your music, man. One of my favorites, Paradise. You know, it just makes me feel good. You know, it makes me dance, and I think that it's really valuable when an artist actually gets in tune with with rhythm, with what music truly is. And there's me. I'm not gassing on nobody at all in regards to rap, right? This is just my personal opinion as a dancer specifically. I love it when artists use their art to create something where people can groove to it, when people can move to it, you know? And I really feel like Paradise is one of those songs.
It's definitely one of the ones. It's funny because I made Paradise. I made Paradise like 2 years ago now, and I didn't intend to sing on a song or anything like that. I was at the crib, I was just humming some shit, and it just came to me. But I was at the studio, and I wanted somebody else to sing it.
Okay.
And then no, take that back. It was another song I had, and then I wanted somebody else to sing it, and my engineer was like, "Nah, you just sing it. I'll make you sound good." And so that was a track called Majestic. And then after Majestic, I felt a little bit more comfortable. Then I made Paradise. But the reason I made Majestic and Paradise was because I had a show back in 2021 or 2022, and I had noticed just like how people reacted to like music that made them dance, specifically my music that made them dance, like Polo Fendi's and all the other shit.
Exactly.
And I was like, all right, how can I create this moment again? You feel me? And so I went in intentionally trying to make music to make people dance. You feel me?
I love that. I love that.
That was the idea I had. But I even took singing lessons after I made Paradise.
Okay.
So I could perform it live.
Was it because you realized you could do it with Paradise?
Yeah, cause I was like, I can't really, because honestly, the song is great, but I can't really sing, you feel me? So it's like, all right, so
I think you sound great in it.
I appreciate that, you feel me? So I took singing lessons after so I could sing it live, you feel me? So yeah, shout out to Shari, that's my singing coach, you feel me? So yeah.
Is that a singing teacher from this area?
Yeah, she from I think she live in the East Bay if I'm not mistaken.
I'm gonna have to tap in.
Tap in with her though. Yeah, she good people.
For sure. No, honestly, that's the goal. I want to be able to feel confident in my singing too. You know,
it's
there's
a hard
potential
thing.
there, but it's important to practice it. She knows all about it.
Yeah, singing's one of those things.
Shout out
like
Lisa. She's amazing at singing.
Yeah, one thing my coach told me is like singing isn't one of those things you could just get by like half-assed, and like you really gotta put in like 10 to 30 minutes a day just practicing. You feel me? And like if you ain't practicing, it's gonna show. You know,
it's like a muscle, right?
Exactly, it's like a muscle memory. You know. Yeah.
And so specifically about Paradise, I just want to know: was there a specific place that like, you know, inspired that song or anything like that?
Nah, man. Nah, I was in my boy. So at this time, I was living in my boy's house. I was staying in like in the like downstairs level of his crib, and I just heard the beat. You feel me? I just hummed some shit, you feel me? And then I just came to it.
There
But nowhere specific.
You got the download.
Yeah, it's just about a girl with a broken heart. That's it. You feel me? Okay. Yeah, it was about a girl with a broken heart. But I think what inspired it, we was in New York. Me and my folks was in New York. And like something had happened, you feel me, with some female out there. Not with me, but with somebody I know.
Yeah.
And it just like had me thinking, you feel me? And so that's where the song it came from, you know. So yeah.
Very nice to know where it came from.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
One of the things that I really hear in your lyrics is your mention of God. And I would like to understand your concept and whatever it may be, spirituality, religion.
For sure.
Beliefs.
Nah, I appreciate that. That's the first time anybody asked me about that. Nah, I believe in God strongly. I don't go to church as much as I used to. Like my family definitely kept me in church growing up, but I don't go as often as I should. But I'm very spiritual. I pray all the time. You feel me? I believe in a divine power. I believe in God and Jesus. You know, and all that.
Believe in prayer.
Me, I believe in prayer. You feel me? It's been a lot of things. It's been a lot of things that I've somehow managed to get through. You feel me? Somehow, some way. After I prayed about it. You feel me? But strong believer though, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I can relate in so many different ways. I've had some really just miraculous things happen. Where I gave my prayer all of my emotion. To the point of crying, and that's one part of your songs that I really, really like is I don't understand why I cry when I look up into the sky. Yeah. And that's deep, and that's what I appreciate about your music, because it really becomes relatable. Yeah. And it's that feeling, right? That feeling of like overwhelmingness, but also just releasing it by crying, And that's one of my best friends always says this. Shout out Tammy Jo. She always reminds us that tears actually have a chemical component that is a pain reliever.
Really? Okay.
So whenever you cry, you're actually relieving your emotional pain.
That's interesting.
Very interesting. Really She's very smart for that one.
That's game right there. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, but I do appreciate that part about your music. Spirituality I think is very important, especially in the times that we live in nowadays.
I know for me personally, like the reason I got into music in the first place was because I used it to vent. You feel me? Like I made my first real song based off a conversation me and my dad had where we both sort of cried, you feel me? And it was like the first time my dad ever cried in front of me.
Which song is
that? It's hidden. I made it when I was like 17. It's called Misunderstood though.
Okay.
It's on YouTube, but I made it private. You can't find it.
Private.
Yeah, you can't find it. But that's the reason why I got into music in the first place, you feel me? But I always try to throw in some element of my life and religion, you feel me? Because like that's something I really live by, you feel me? I don't make gospel music, you feel me? But I definitely try to have some type of message, you feel me, in my music and try to always throw that in there when I can, you feel me? Don't get me wrong, I still probably make my ignorant music too. But nonetheless, though, you feel me? When I get the chance, I always try to talk about it.
I think that things with intention go a lot further.
Yeah.
Because they have a higher vibration.
Yeah.
There is like a heaviness to it that comes from the heart.
For sure.
It comes from the soul. And I feel like a lot of times as artists, and I'm gonna relate, I think I'm doing that a little bit right now because I'm barely about to go out, with my music.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going the ego way. I'm talking about, this.
Yeah.
However, in my song, her and I both mention God, and I do love that we do that.
Yeah.
My part is like, God's got me, and he makes me feel like a hero, like a female hero. I don't know how to say it in English, but.
Yeah.
And then she mentions, Father God takes care of me.
That's love.
So, even though there's small mentions, his presence is in that song.
For sure.
And his, hers, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
But
that's good.
I like that you mentioned, Christian rap. What's your take on it? Because I'm a big fan.
my thoughts on Christian rap.
Yeah.
I like it. It's actually, honestly, Christian rap now is a lot better than what it used to be.
Facts.
I don't know. It used to be real like cookie cutter, cutter sort of.
Dear Lord, save me.
Yeah, you know, sort of, you know, corny. You feel
no,
me?
somebody broke the code.
Yeah,
I feel like somebody broke the code.
But now, like, I hear some of it, I'm like, I can't even tell. But some of it now is also like borderline. I'm like, bro,
a little
like,
bit,
you talking about spinning? You feel me? Spinning on the. I'm like, I don't know. You feel me? But definitely a lot better than it used to be. I'll say that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But some of also it's funny because I was talking to my girl about this. I feel like a lot of people doing Christian rap now too, just because it's like the thing to do. Also, you feel me?
Yeah, becoming a trend type thing.
It's becoming a trend. You feel me? So because I feel like I didn't see a lot of people doing Christian rap before like it became a thing. You know?
Okay.
But I do think it's a lot better than what it used to be. You feel me?
I agree.
But either way though, like if you're doing it for a trend or you're just doing it, you know, for the, you know, because you actually love it. You feel me? Either way, you putting out a good message, you feel me? So I can't knock it, you know.
Right, because of the positivity that it comes
exactly,
with.
you feel me? But it's definitely
I feel like I totally agree with you when it comes to like what you just said. It's kind of like a little bit borderline.
Yeah.
Because I've heard certain things, you know, like that sound more egotistical. You know, and I feel like God is not through ego. You know what I mean? God is about unity. God is about, you know, just including everybody type thing. And I feel like there are some lyrics in there that are a little confrontational, a little bit like, you know, sort of, you know, high-headed a little bit.
Yeah, it's some things in there that make you wonder, like, all right, I don't know about, you know, I don't know about this, you feel me? But, you know.
I think that's life though, right? I think that a wise person always knows to question everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Question everything. You don't have to like just be devoted to something or, you know, be heavily invested into something. I think it's really important to have curiosity so you can always go one way or another, make decisions or make judgments.
Yeah, always ask questions. You know, ask questions, stand for something. You know, you don't stand for anything. You fall for anything if you don't stand for nothing. You feel me? So I think it says something like that. You feel me? I forget how it goes.
I like it. You fall something.
Yeah. It's like if you stand for nothing, you fall for anything or something like that.
That's right. I get that. I get that feel. No. And it's important to ask questions because if I didn't ask questions, I wouldn't have these conversations with people. You know what I mean? I wouldn't ask. I had to ask you if you wanted to do the interview. So asking questions is important.
Asking questions gets you a long way in life, I promise you.
Not just in school, guys.
A long way in life. Yeah, a long way.
You know, I'm sure that maybe you want to go check out the event. We're at Hash Hall, by the way, you guys. Come check out Yearly Hash Hall. It's an event that Burners started off. It is now known as a holiday, just like 420. So every year they do this, and you know it's a lot of really cool people here. You know, maybe you want to go out and enjoy the event. I really enjoyed getting to know you.
For sure, thank you for having me.
I'm very grateful, and you know, you can count on me. As you know, Your Highness Radio is also on the radio. 92.3 FM. It also simulcasts on 88.1. So whenever I'm on, I'm on 2 stations, not just one.
For sure, shout out to you.
And you know, it's important to keep that alive. I think it's important. I know it's old school and that kind of thing, but
it's cool.
We gotta keep it together. Like, what happens when the internet breaks or something? You know, like we gotta keep the radio going.
Not too many people can say they on the radio. You feel me? So that's an accomplishment within itself.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm very proud of it. It's been a huge outlet. Not just for me, but for my friends. You know, and people that I know, and just people that I recognize. You know, like I said, the kings and the queens of the community.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Well, thank you so much for joining Your Highness Radio and podcast. We are live and direct out of Richmond. Over and out.
Peace. Cool,